Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done, and now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title. The final act of the 2023 season is at hand. What a spectacle in Las Vegas. We're off in Super Bowl 58. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Mahomes going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's is up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. But once again, it's Mitchell. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Has his man, that's James. Evades him at the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And one of the linebackers has got it.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field.
He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Purdy. Touchdown. Ray McCloud. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to Tony. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down throw for Purdy. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. KC's offense ready to take over. And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Purdy. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, but it's good enough for a first down. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Purdy. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chris Jones, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's McLeod on the return. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Purdy.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the 2nd half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you.
First half from the gunslinger
for
Patrick
quarter number
Mahomes.
3.
He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine
this
in the first
right
half
at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the 2nd half.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Ray McLeod, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively. Now a 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The stop made defensively by Mike Edwards. 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
But if you got to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw here.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Chris Jones make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
He only needed about a foot there, but there was nowhere to run.
Yeah, almost felt like he was trying to get a bigger play. He knew he only needed a short amount of yardage, but instead, trying to find something bigger to pop, sometimes you just have to take those dirty runs, pick up the yardage you need, and start over with a new set of downs.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Mahomes now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
9 yards It's not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Holding offense.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Mahomes going to throw. And he is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
A throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play act.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
It's complete to Chris Conley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
Fights him off, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison and the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Purdy. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Caught here by Conley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now Purdy.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
come the Chiefs now.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Mahomes now to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Ray McCloud to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Leo Chanel,
his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
James now to return it. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the fourth quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Pacheco once again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.